Hey guys, so today we're working on a Volvo Penta 5.7 GSI. This is a throttle body injected unit. This is a early EFI 2000s model. So here's the serial numbers right there. And then I'll show you what the customer complaint is. This was a freshwater boat for a long time. That's why nothing really looks corroded. It looks really nice. And the reason I'm wearing nothing on my feet is because it continues to rain. So if you ever see in my videos that I'm not wearing shoes, it's not because I don't want to. They're on the back deck. Or I'll wear sandals. It's because it rains all the freaking time here in California for some reason. Okay, so I heard the fuel pumps. Nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to log into the computer. This is a, what are these, 5.7s. So we're going to go, I use marine power on this scan tool because it's good for MEFI more than Volvo. So engine, escape, engine. I believe this is going to be MEFI 3. Let's see. MEFI 3, 310 engine hours. A44D. So let's go to diagnostic trouble code, see if we got anything. Speed sensor. Actually no, they don't use anything on this. So speed sensor is different. So let's see value live data. Oh, okay. And let's see if we can see our RPM. Engine speed, there it is. So I'm gonna see if I can set you guys up so that you guys can see while I'm cranking the engine if we're seeing any engine RPM. I brought the fuel pressure tester and such just in case, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna need it. So let's see. And you're gonna be looking for that one right there that says 0. I did not see any change in RPM, but these MEFI 3 engines are also quite old. So let's do a quick check. The nice thing about these TBI units is that what we can do is see if the computer sees RPM, because if it's injecting fuel, then the computer sees RPM. If it's not, then the computer's not seeing it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this in the best way possible. So I'm sorry that you're gonna see yourself in this little camera, but without multiple people, it's hard to tell. Now, I think we have a computer, or not a computer issue, a spark issue. We're gonna run this down to 10 millimeters. Then we need to find a good ground for our spark tester, preferably not the ECM. You need to go to a good metal contact, like I'd probably go on this. What we're gonna do is leave that there, and we're also going to check for fuel. So I'm gonna try to leave this here so you guys can see. There you go. So now we'll have a spark test here, and then we will see fuel shoot out here. If we have any fuel, that means that the computer is receiving RPM signal. So we are getting spark and fuel. I am going to try to start port. Port is a good runner. And I want everybody to notice something, because on these engines with the throttle body, there's nowhere to hook up a fuel pressure gauge. So you kind of just base it on your best guess. So let's take a look here real quick. This one will start. Look at how much fuel it gets. Okay, we see that one. I'm going to compare it to this one. I see hardly any fuel coming out. So I think we either have a bad low pressure pump or it's not pulling any fuel from the tank. What I'm going to try to do is pull the line off of port and put it on to starboard and see if that fixes the problem. So first fuel line swap, see if it's that. If it's not, then I'll get a separate tank, put it in there, see if it'll pull. If it won't pull, then the issue is going to be the fuel module. Good news, they didn't have any screws in the deck for the tank. So got this clamp loose, move it, set it up forward. I could probably get that one off. Those barbs haven't been on there for forever, the barbs on the engine side. But I'd really like to get this side off so I can see if it's a tank pickup, meaning if it's something wrong inside the tank, or even if I could just get this one off, I could set it in another container of gasoline. Oh yes. No fuel came out. Okay. Okay, fuel came out of that one. Smells like good gas. Let's see if I can just turn this a little bit. No, because it's really on there. There you go. Just enough to see if the issue is with the tank or with the fuel module, because we know the one engine runs, which means it's at least getting fuel on this one. Okay, so we got the starboard engine to run, so the issue isn't our fuel module. We should check and see if the fuel sender is working. The fuel sender may be dead. So I'm gonna get a Phillips head, pull this off, and then see if the float actually moves with what's going on. If it does, I'm gonna take a look inside the tank and see if I can see this pickup and whether it's fallen off the tank or whether we got a problem. Okay, so we've got that at about full. I'm gonna go take a look here at our fuel. And fuel is showing full. So it looks like our tank sender's good. So now we need to figure out what's wrong with this pickup. Is there something wrong with the pickup, or is the issue the fuel pump? But it seems like the moment we hook it up here, this one is okay. So let me see if we can see inside the tank. So both the pickups are in the tank. They're in the fuel. Our issue may not be one of, it may be an issue of this will not pick up for some reason. We don't know why yet. So I am going to try to pull from this tank and see if we get anything. And if we do, then great. If we don't, then we need to look at the tank pickup, see what's wrong. It may be the anti-siphon valve. Okay, so I tried to pull fuel and I don't feel it pulling fuel. I think it's the anti-siphon valve. I think this thing is full of crud. So I'm going to check. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at all the dirt and debris and everything. I can't even push through this. So you can push one way and not the other. I can't even get it to go. So this is so full of debris that the engine can't pull fuel. Anti-siphon valves for the win again. Okay, so you can see all the debris that came out there, and I took a bunch more out there. That's this thing. And I poked it with a screwdriver, and now still sounds like garbage. We may just need to do a new one. I got this thing to work and then it doesn't, so let me see. Okay guys, we got our anti-siphon here. What I'm going to start with is a little bit of brake parts cleaner, because what was clogging this was ethanol debris. So I'm going to try to break up the ethanol debris with a little bit of carb cleaner. So and get some power tune on this bad boy. Power tune though just completely, it annihilates whatever's in there as far as clean outs. This stuff is super good at eating ethanol debris and eating all kinds of, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on, too far. So this is the power tune that we're gonna be using. You can see how it's turned the cloth dark. So we've unstuck the ball in the anti-siphon. Unfortunately, if he doesn't keep using this, it's gonna do the same thing again. Okay. So we're gonna get this re-threaded in there now that we got it all cleaned and fixed. It sucks that anti-siphon valves fail like that, but there's not much I can do, and we did fix it. It was more of a clog than anything else. And the thread paste I'm using is Permatex thread sealant with PTFE. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna key this on a couple times and see if I can start hearing the pump pulling from the tank on starboard. Starting to run. Good news. Hey guys, we work really hard to try to bring you these videos, so if they help you at all, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll try to help as much as we can. Thank you so much.